Hey, 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 my beautiful people. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to jump on and see what in the world. I'm sharing this in my group. I'm trying to see what the story is. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. I need y'all to jump up on here and let's get it. Let's get it. Um, I've had quite a few conversations over the last couple of weeks, right? With quite a few of my sisters. And I'm really perplexed. I'm really, really perplexed. And I know how it happens. And I know also why it happens. I know why we get involved with people as sisters, right? I'm talking to my sisters tonight. I'm not talking to my brothers. If my brothers want to be a part, then y'all can listen. But real talk, I'm sitting and honestly thinking about all of the things that I heard from women over the last couple of weeks, and even the internal dialogue that I'm having with myself, right? And I'm talking about it because I think that it is really extremely important to understand when a man is not really into you, right? And let me just preface what I'm about to say with this to my sisters. Like, I know that we're caregivers. I know that we literally take the time to pour into everybody else. But right now, I believe that this is the eighth month. It's time for a new beginning. It's time to do things a little bit differently. Um, y'all know eight represents, let me cut my phone, my settings to off. Um, How in the world? Y'all, I play too much. Do not disturb. Where's that at? Okay, there you go. There you go. I had to put it on the good do not disturb. Um, I wanted to just jump on and talk about the fact that women, we as women, we pour so much into everybody else that we don't take time to pour into ourselves. That's a huge issue. When you think about what it is that we do and how we show up in the world. And we're caregivers for our parents, or not when we got aging parents. We're caregivers to our children. We're also caregivers to our grandchildren. We do a lot for a lot of people, right? And sometimes we do it to our own demise. I see y'all watching. Say hello. Yeah, and we do it to our own demise. We don't take care of ourselves, right? So after talking to quite a few of my sisters and having these conversations with them about the fact that we go to the wall for people, we climb mountains for people that would not necessarily jump over a puddle for us, right? And just so that we clear, hey Yana, I see you, my love, I see you. Just so that we're clear, we starting now in a brand new month, the month of August. We got 4 more months. We said September, October, November, December. We got 5 more months to the new year, right? And what we want to do is we want to get our heads right and exact so that when the new year comes in, we're not stuck, we're not floundering, we doing what we're supposed to be doing. A lot of times we pour so much into everybody that we forget about us and how important we are. We're extremely important. We gotta understand our power. We gotta. This is not for my brothers tonight. I'm talking to my sisters. We gotta understand our power and how it is that we show up in the world. Some people have done us so dirty. They have lied. They have cheated. They have hurt us mentally, emotionally, physically sometimes, right? And we've run through the ringer. And here's the thing, y'all. This is what I want y'all to really get and really understand. That even with all of that, if somebody is treating you badly, then he's not into you. He doesn't want you. We give so much of ourselves to so many people, not realizing that we need somebody to genuinely love us, right? To not put us second, third, fifth, number 19 on the list, not make us booty calls and say more or less, well, I'll take you or I'll leave you, right? And this is real talk. If they're not choosing you, then it's time for you to run, to get away from them. If a man is not trying to make you his wife, then you probably shouldn't be hanging out with him too much. Now, I don't get to tell people what to do. I'm just telling you, because what we do is we meet somebody, they nice, we start talking, we kicking it, we go out on a few dates, we decide that we like them, we get into a relationship. Now, we in a relationship with somebody who's not in a relationship with us. But when they come to see us, when they give us that little fraction of the time that they feel like they want to give to us, we got to suck it up. We deal with it. We don't speak our truth. We're hiding who we really are, trying to make them like us, right? And honestly, that doesn't work in the long term. It's temporary. If he's not feeling you as a wife, if he's not feeling you as a woman, if he's not feeling what you bring to the table, if he's not feeling that you're giving him the good vibes of a wife, and I don't know, for the younger generation, you could potentially be his baby's mamas, or be his wife, whatever. If he's not doing that, then he don't want you, sis. And a lot of times we contort ourselves and twist ourselves trying to be what somebody else wants us to be, instead of being our true and authentic selves, right? Instead of being honest about who we are and what it is that we genuinely want. We have been, men have been in this position too, although I'm not really talking to my brothers tonight. Men have been kicked, they have been beat down, they have gone through the fire, they done been through some stuff. But we as women, we do the most. We cooking for them, we cleaning for them, we making sure they good. We do any kind of menial task that they don't feel like doing, especially if we building some sort of a relationship with them. We do the most for those that we love. Hey, Penny, I see you, babe. I see you. We do the most for those that we are in relationship with, in hopes that they will love us, in hopes that they will embrace us, hopes that they will choose us. And the reality of the situation is, if he's not indicating to you that he wants to take the relationship further, he's just not that into you. If he's not telling you that he making plans for you and him, he's not that into you. If all he's doing is coming over because you're convenient, he's not into you, sis. And the reality is, you're not really into you either. Let's keep it real. Can I be honest? Because you wouldn't let anybody treat you any kind of way. I remember just not too long ago, I ran into this dude that I used to talk to years ago, about 12, 15 years ago. I don't know how long it's been. And he did something that I didn't appreciate, right? We had a conversation about it. After we had the conversation, I was done. He goes, he talks to me, he keeps trying to talk to me. I'm done with you. We had our conversation, we discussed, we said what we needed to say to one another, and it's done, right? No, we can't be friends. No, don't call me when you see me. Leave me alone. You got me once, shame on you. You won't ever get the opportunity to get me again, right? Because you got to understand my value and my worth. And I mean this for women. Like, once somebody does something to you and they disregard you and they treat you like you don't matter, show them why you need to keep it moving. You don't got to say another word. But what we do, well, and what I used to do was, I'm cool. We cool. We don't have no beef. Like, I ain't mad. Like, do what you got to do. I'm not, and I'm still not mad. But I would still talk to people that didn't even deserve conversation from me. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, once you violate, we're done. We're done here, son. We're done. Right? And women have to keep their standards high in terms of the people that you are going to engage with. Everybody doesn't deserve you, sis. And if he's showing you that you don't matter, then you don't need to be involved with this person at all, period. Like, think about that. Think about that. I got to be the most important person outside of God and yourself. I got to be on the level of being your wife, on my way to the altar for me to be engaged. Hey, Andre, I see you, baby. Right? Um, Otherwise, it's a no-go for me. It's a no-go. I've had several conversations with women over the last couple of weeks, and it just seems like we will involve ourselves with men who are not that into us. And it's like, I actually had the title of this sitting in, I did it August the 1st, and I never launched this particular um live stream. I just put the title in there like the beginning of August or something. Because now it's time to revamp the way that we think, not so much about anybody outside of us, but how we think about ourselves. It is vitally important. We wear such a heavy weight. Hey, Tanya, I see you, my love. Thanks for watching. Hey, Val, I see you, baby. Women as a whole have such a heavy weight on their shoulders. We are constantly pouring in to our children, our grandchildren. We're pouring into everybody. You need somebody that's going to pour back into you, right? And if a brother does not understand your worth or your value, if they can take you or leave you, then leave me. Cause I don't want to be like, if you can take me or leave me, then don't be bothered with me. Leave me alone. Right? If I'm not important, and this is how women have to think. If I'm not that important to you, then what are we doing here? If I don't matter, then why am I here? Why am I in your life? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. Because you got to understand that you are valuable. You got to know your worth. You are worthy of love, affection, attention. And check this out. When you're with the right person, you give it right back to them. You give it to them. You want to give it to the person who makes you feel loved and makes you feel safe. The problem is we keep discounting ourselves. We keep saying, oh, well, they cool. They'll do in a pinch. No. We were meant to be loved and taken care of, just like we take care of everybody else. It's in our very nature to be caregivers as women. Why do you want to be in relationship playing house? Cooking, cleaning, making sure that they got their lunch, and you doing all of this stuff, even if they don't live with you. It looks like women are just doing the most for somebody who wouldn't even cross over jump a puddle for them. And the question is not so much about who they are. The question then becomes, who am I being? Who am I being? How am I? What energy am I giving out to the world? What energy am I giving to the world? What am I doing? Right? Nobody wants to talk about like the role and the responsibility that we have to ourselves. Right? What is that about? We are such an amazing group. We support and love each other. We're there for one another. We're kind to one another. We sit with each other when something happens in the family, when we need support, if we need encouragement. Literally, this is what we do. We're there. We're very supportive. We're very kind. We're very loving. Why don't we deserve that back? Do we believe that men do not have the capacity to love us? Do we believe that? So we'll just take whatever they dishing out. We'll be wifey, but not wife. There's a problem there. When I realized that I was the culprit, that I was the reason why I had the people in my life that I had in my life, when I realized that every relationship, not just romantic, but even our family, when I realized that I was dealing with stuff that I no longer wanted to deal with, even with family, I had to change how I did business with them. Right? I love my family. I'm not going to disappear off the face of the earth, and neither are they. Right? But I had to learn how we were going to get along. I had to teach them how to treat me. I had to show up being what I wanted to receive. Right? And anything less than that, I'm not dealing with. Over the weekend, I met a gentleman, a friend. A friend of mine's bought a friend of mine's brought somebody to my family barbecue, right? And the only reason why I did not give them the business was primarily because my friend brought them there, right? But he thought he was being funny and he was joking and he was saying very crude things. Very crude. And I said, wait, hold up, wait. I said, I'm not her. I'm not that person. Oh, I'm just playing with you. I said, no. Wait. I'm not that person. I want to be clear, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is because I have a standard even for the people that I deal with that are just friends. And I stopped short of saying don't play with me because we was at a barbecue, but he was being very crude. And I don't like that. Cause I don't treat people like now he gets to be whoever he wants to be. That's fine. But you don't get to be disrespectful. Cause that I'm not tolerating. And I have such a standard for myself because I don't want to be around people who would be disrespectful towards me, who don't care or understand who they talking to or who they're dealing with. And a lot of times we accept stuff because you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, they just playing. No, don't play with me like that, sweetheart. It's like we as women have to help other people to understand. No, baby, not me. You're not gonna treat me like that. And if you feel the need to treat me a certain way, then don't talk to me. Right? Because I don't get to tell you what to do, but you also don't have to be in my company. When a man cares about you or cares or respects himself, he doesn't talk to you a certain way. Right? And I will let some expletives go, but only in certain environments. And it depends on if I'm mad or not. Like I'm being honest, right? I try not to get that way, but any man who does not respect himself is not going to ever respect you. If he's not feeling you, you're not getting no sunshine. You ain't getting nothing but shade. He'll come over, he'll sleep with you. He'll even bring clothes to your house, right? He'll do all of that and act like it's something that it's not. And so, honestly and truly, I'm being honest with you. Like, when you think about what it is that you really truly want for your life, when you think about that, I have to, um, you won't mess with any and everybody. You just won't. You just won't. You just won't. Because you understand, oh, because you understand that everybody is not for you. Y'all, I'm trying to turn my thing down. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. You'll understand who's for you and who's not. And that's real talk. That's real talk. Set your standards so that anybody that comes into your life, anybody, understands your value and your worth. I promise. It's a game changer. But in order to do that, you first have to set up some boundaries for yourself, right? You have to set up some boundaries for yourself. And you have to say, like, I'm not tolerating that foolishness. If you want marriage and the person you're with doesn't, but they want all of the benefits of marriage and shacking and just laying up in your house and you know what? No, we gonna work as a team, but I will not be all the way in for somebody who is not checking for me. I won't, and you shouldn't either. And that's real talk. Like, why are you involving? Hey, Dalia, I see you, baby. Yes, they struggle with setting boundaries. Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of people struggle with that, Dalia. A lot of people struggle with setting boundaries, and it's just like, oh, we just doing whatever. No, if you're going to be in a relationship, here's the other thing I wanted to say too. Um, People respect you when you respect yourself. People respect you when you respect yourself. People treat you, this is real talk. People treat you how you treat yourself. If I could be honest, that's what people do. So um if you don't have any standard for your life, if anybody can say anything, do anything, whatever around you, that's a problem. That is a huge problem, right? So if a man really wants you, he gonna do the most for you. He gonna make sure that you know what the plans are, where he's going, what's going on in his day. He gonna make sure that he includes you in his life. He gonna do all the things. He gonna do all the things. Because when a man is really into you, that's exactly what a man does. And I'm being honest. So, sis, stop contorting yourself into a pretzel, right? For the sake of having somebody in your life. Yes, delete. See, sis, that's what I'm talking about. He removes the guesswork. You don't have to guess what he wants with you. You don't have to guess his intentions. You don't have to do any of that. And if a man tells you he's not sure, oh, I'm not sure what I want from you. I'm not sure like what my next move is. He's not interested. He may very well not be sure, but he need to be sure if he going to be with you because you need direction. You need someone to lead you. And if he doesn't know what he's doing, then how are you going to know what you're doing? What the two of you together are going to do? That's the importance of having someone in your life that is a true leader, not some man out there just trying to blow your back out, sis. You cooking, you cleaning, you're doing all the things that a wife would do. You're in a full-blown relationship, but he ain't claiming you. You ain't posted up nowhere. He not taking you out. He not doing any of that with you. When that's going on, he really does not care about you. If you gotta beg a man to take you out for your birthday or to say, oh, I want to go to a restaurant. No, he's not that into you. He's not checking for you like that. If you gotta tell a man, I need you to do dot dot dot, he's not checking for you. You shouldn't have to have all of that conversation with the man that's right for you, the man that wants to marry you, the man whose heart you are in. You don't have to do all of that. So I just wanted to jump on here quick. I didn't even mean to stay on this long, to be honest. I just wanted to jump on quick, and I just wanted to say what I needed to say, because what I'm saying to my sisters is pay attention to how that man moves before you start getting emotionally involved with him. Pay attention to what's going on. Because a lot of brothers are not, they ain't going to tell you that they're not into you. They just going to have sex with you because they can. Let's be honest. If you giving it up to a brother, men are not emotionally involved in the whole sex game. They're not emotionally involved. They're just trying to relieve themselves. Right? And then you become like a toilet where they relieve themselves. Because if he really wants you, and this is real talk, he be like, yo, I want to be well. Let us sit down. We're going to have to devise something. We're going to have to get it together. Blah, 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 blah. You understand? Because you don't have to do all of that when it's a man that loves you. And sis, if you get a good man that's loving you, that's treating you right, that's doing all of the things, yeah, you better treat him right. Because although it's a lot of men out here that are single, a lot of men have toxic masculinity. Not all of them, but some of them. Some of them are calling women bees. Some of them don't think very much of women at all. And you could tell by the way that they comment on stuff. You could tell by the way that they behave. This is real talk. What they really think about the women that are out here. And if you don't carry yourself in a bad way, if you a lady in public, if you do the things, like if he doesn't think that much of you, says, he's not that into you. You have to set a standard for your life. You have to let your no be no and your yes be yes. But let your yes be a yes to you first and then to others, right? Because real talk, you shouldn't have to be guessing who you are to somebody. If you have to guess who you are to someone, then you're probably not anybody. I know we've been hurt. I know who we are. I know how amazing we are as women. I know what we bring to the table when you are in alignment, when you have settled down, calmed down, and you're doing whatever it is, you're building your life. I know what women bring to the table, good women bring to the table, right? It's just a matter of who we are choosing to allow to be in our lives when they're not loving us properly and they're not doing the right things by us. I read a quote one time, you never see Bentleys on sale. You never see Bentleys on sale. You never see a commercial for them. You never see them out there, they speak for themselves. They're handcrafted. Every piece, the leather that's sewn in the Bentley, every piece of it is handcrafted. Maybach as well, right? That's what makes them so expensive. This is $350,000, $400,000 car. When you have a standard for your life, everybody can't ride. Everybody can't ride with you. Everybody's ill-equipped. Some people are ill-equipped to even be in your circumference. We have to watch who we're allowing to be in our lives, and that's real talk. That's real talk. We got to stop allowing people to do whatever they want to do with us as if we're not important. Listen, I love you guys. You guys have an awesome and amazing night. I love y'all. I cook food. I promise y'all I do. I'm going to be on. Oh, wait. We're doing the Emotions Forum this week, this Wednesday at 7 p.m. at Jeremy's Ale House on the Mile. I thought we might be able to do Prime, but we can't do Prime because on Wednesdays it's a little bit slower and we need like a special section. So that's not on the menu for right now. We can't do Prime. I'm going to put out the flyer for Jeremy's probably tomorrow because I think I'm about to go to bed, y'all. Also, I'm about to do a workshop. It's going to be, let me see. It's going to be on August the 28th at 7 p.m. I'm going to be sending out information for this workshop. And it's in the workshop is going to be around breaking the emotional cycle that keeps you from healing. So I'm going to be talking about that. I'm going to be talking about healing. We're talking about healing. We want to start our new year off right. We want to start our new year off right. That's what we want. And we could talk about all of the problems, but we want to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually where we're supposed to be. So look for information coming up about the upcoming workshop. On August the 28th, it's going to be $49. I'm sorry, $47. $47 to attend. Um, yes, and I'll be sending out the information about that. But we need to heal. We need to heal so we can be intentional about what we get and what we have and what we want for our lives. Listen, I love y'all like some cooked food. I promise y'all I do. Y'all have an awesome and amazing evening.